Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Memphis Steamers and the Carolina Panthers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Ready, 30 base. Check, 53, right. Hey, check. Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's King. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
General West. Hey, orbit.
They'll try the left side. King. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bandit. Check 99. Check 99. Watch out. Whip. Watch the whip. Undercrush. Ran. No. Check that. We want Mike 50.
Running to start the drive is Love. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 38, Trubisky, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Jones now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now this throw caught left side. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown from 19 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll start the drive with Love here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 52. I'm coming after you. Tight dog. Showing it. Alert. Check 24. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Stays on his feet, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement?
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the defense. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check 50, check 50.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Ready. Now a give, right side. King. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 10-2 start. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, Delta. Check. Shoot.
Now Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here we go. Switch.
On 1st down, here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
25, check 25, check 25. No, off.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, is seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab.
180. What we got? What we got? 552. Hey, Foxtrot. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the out.
On third down, Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and it's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, Wahoo!
On 2nd down. It's King, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Hey, echo. Mike, 53. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Jones, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's see what you got. Hey, alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Man, I got you. Mike 52. Ran, done.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now it's Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 53. I'm going to run you over.
Jones, off play action, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. This is Love. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down. Kill. Watch twins.
On the carry, it's Love. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Alert.
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check 52's the mic. Ricky.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Check. Check. Hot. Set. Shoot.
On third down, Jones. This is Johnson. He's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, just in the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Under 10. 10.
36.
Now it's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will be taken down. And a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy.